Welcome, folks, to Troy, Montana. My name is Earl Teets, National and International Home Business Coach. Why 90% fail to profit posting in social groups is the title of our hangout today. You deserve to earn. You deserve a path that creates profit. And when you understand how to share the truth with the people that are suffering in the market today, and they see a path of solutions to the problems that they're facing, when you learn how to connect with people on a daily basis utilizing these social networks, and instead of posting your link right in front of them, which is stating, hey, I own this business, and the whole idea of me even connecting with you today is I want in your wallet. I think I just illustrated a really strong point. Now, don't feel bad if that's you. I've done it for many years. The key to your success is to understand the opposite of what the masses are doing who have links to post with. Okay? If you connect with another human being and listen to them tell their story, in their story, they're going to describe what the problems are that they're facing. Now, you can do this with a text message. You can do it on a phone call, face to face. You can do it on a LinkedIn chat, a Facebook chat. Utilize the social networks. But the ability to communicate with a person and understand who they are first. And as they share their story, the beauty behind that is in their story are the very details where all you're going to do is say, hey, look, I'm not an expert, explainer, or fancy talker, but I've learned how to identify people that are suffering from XYZ problem. And if I understand what you're saying, this is your problem. Now, are you sharing this problem with me because it's just an irritation in your life? Or would you like to really take some action to get that problem solved? No, I really want to solve that problem. Oh, great. I'm going to schedule an appointment. Would 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock be a good time for you to see the information where many people, just like you, with that same problem, are getting that problem solved? I don't have a magic trick to try to pull a buck out of your pocket. I just want to share some useful information with you that will really help you solve that problem. Which one of those two times is going to fit your schedule best? Now, see what you're doing. You're connecting with the human being first. You're identifying what the problem is. You're isolating what that problem is, clarifying that it's a true problem in their life. And now all you got to do is schedule an appointment for them to see the solution. And from there, they see a solution. And then what are you going to do? Well, maybe you've got a call center or a coach where you can show these people that they're not just another number in your process to profits, that there's a whole team of people that are dedicated to the same kind of goals to improve the quality of life and enjoy more money than money. And when they see that at the end of that scheduled appointment for a half an hour with no interruptions in front of the computer or the smartphone, and then at the end of that appointment, the beginning of the appointment, you give them the link to click on to see the information, so you don't do the explaining. The link does. This allows you to be able to listen to the needs of the people you're trying to serve, so you understand how to show them that you're really serving them, not trying to make a buck off of them. And they'll gladly pay money for a solution to a problem in life when they understand, one, that that solution is probably going to save them more money than what they're already spending now. Add hundreds to the budget monthly, possibly. And when you got solutions like that, they want to do it again month after month. So it's just a matter of where are the trends taking place? Will you brand yourself as an entrepreneur and be able to market more than one trend so you can capitalize on more than one trend, doing the same process of identifying a person that has a need that your occupation has a solution for, and then showing them how to get from point A, where they're at now, to point B, where they want to go, where the odds are in their favor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down real quick into 4 steps. I don't expect you to see everything on the board. It's more to keep me on track, so I'm not taking this lesson way longer than it needs to be. And it's helping you understand how to grab market share for yourself. Understand how to serve them with nothing up your sleeve, and walk away with profits knowing that the value that they just purchased from you to their life far outweighs the money they spent. And that is entrepreneurship. It's a very honorable way to make a living. And when you pass away, you can hand that down your family for generations to come, as long as the business still exists. So I want you to think about that. You can't do that as an employee. You can do that as an entrepreneur. What does an entrepreneur do? They profit from people, right? So when you understand where the people are having the biggest problems, where the most money is being spent, you get in front of that wave of people, you connect with them, you communicate with them, and you understand what that problem is. Really is that simple. So number 1, are you spamming and telling? Because spamming and telling is not sharing and selling. It's their story that's important. If you're so busy doing the talking or listening to them, waiting for them to hurry up and be quiet so you can share the next way you're going to help them get filthy rich, understand most people do this. Don't feel bad for doing it. It means you're making mistakes. You can learn from the mistake and not repeat it again and profit more next time. Okay, that's real business. That's how it's done, folks. So I want you to think about that. Now, think about this on a realistic term. You don't know somebody, and all of a sudden, maybe you're like me. I've got a big belly on me, okay? I've gotten fat. And maybe somebody identifies that through one of my videos and connects with me and says, Earl, you're fat. I got a diet program for you. You've got to do it. It's proven to work. I'm going to look at that. The first thing they did was slap that thing in front of me. That insults me to begin with. How do they know what my circumstances are? I can't believe they don't even know anything about me, and here they are trying to get me to purchase something from them. Don't they realize they've got a red flag in front of their name saying, I'm here to make money off of you? Remember, the key to success is do the opposite of what the masses do. So when you look at our industry and realize more fail than succeed, what is it that more are doing? Oh, you recognize my name. Here's my link. Poof. What? You accepted my friend request. Here's my link. Poof. What? You've made a connection with me. Here's my link. Poof. You got to be kidding me. All right? Now think about that. That repels people from you. The opposite, most successful way to recruit people is to serve them first. You're going to listen to them tell their story. Number 2, only post value. Okay? If you're posting your link and every comment that you make, what do they get out of that? It makes you look desperate, and it makes it look like your only venture on the internet is trying to make money. I've learned this the hard way, I promise you. It's a practice that almost every one of us do, because we look at simplicity. I've got a link, and if somebody clicks on that link and makes it purchase, I get paid. So I better put that link in front of everybody possible. No. That's not how it works. You communicate with somebody, understand what their problem is, present a solution to the problem with information that you don't have to explain if the idea behind it is to duplicate that process have them do what you're doing later. You better have a process that makes sense. You better have a process that works. You better have a process that's so simple they believe they can achieve with it. Because if you're leading with, oh, just find 2 people and your whole world is free. Oh, just go out there and find that one percenter and you're a multi-millionaire. Really? Come on now. People got to feed their families. Let's be honest here. We need to understand what their desires are, how to show them a solution to a problem that they're facing, and they'll naturally want to make the purchase, especially when the money that they spend to get the solution, the value is far outweighs the money that's spent. They'll even refer that to other people. So don't lead people with a story. Oh, I got the next $1 billion big one. We're going to make millionaires. Ooh, great. Here's another one of those things, only 2 out of 10,000 could be. Don't this guy get it? I got a family to support. I don't have time for this kind of crap. That's how the masses think. So when you get in front of them in a way that you can serve them and still try to show them the next big one, how do you do that? You post value that shares solutions to what they're facing in life daily. And as they see that your daily habit is posting that value, they want more value in their life and less selling. They want to follow you that way, okay? So only post value. Number 3, questions build belief while statements build grief. If you're so busy doing the explaining of the comp plan, the gurus, the owners, and the warm, heartfelt story of your company, how you're going to be the best at helping people change their lives, if that's what you're running with, you need to understand. You're doing the talking, you're doing the explaining, they're not telling their story. There's no problem been identified. There's no problem that's been confirmed. Are you just saying that to maybe vent a little bit? Or is this a real problem that you have a desire to get solved today if you saw that solution? Oh man, I'd solve it today in a heartbeat if I could. But all I can find is a story that I just can't believe. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Here's what I found out. I don't have time to do the explaining, but man, if it really solves your problem, it's worth your time, isn't it? Yeah, great. Would 4 o'clock this afternoon or 7 o'clock tonight serve you best? You see, they'll follow you because they know what the mission is. They want to get a problem solved. But if you're busy talking about the next $1 billion big one, you're going to create the most money. You got the warmest, fuzziest heart, the best group of leaders, and blah, 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 blah. All you're doing is saying, I want to make money off of you. I want to make money off you. I want to make money off of you. You're not serving them. You deserve to be a professional. Act like one. You'll get paid like one. Pay attention to the people that you want to serve. Understand what their needs are. Share the solutions to those needs, and you won't have a problem finding leads and filling needs. It really is that simple, okay? So questions about them. What is it that drives you to want to work real hard in this industry that you fail more than you succeed for those who are really getting paid? Questions like that mean they got to tell their story. What is it that you like best about what you've learned so far in your journey? What is it you don't like the most in the journey that you've been on? How is the process that you practice today meeting the needs of your heart's desire? If you saw a path where those actions could be improved and profits could be increased, would a half an hour be too much time to see a solution like that? Do you see? Questions build belief. Statements build grief. Okay? People follow solutions. And when you've listened to their problem, they're open to your solution. Why is that? Because they don't know, they don't care what you know until they first know that you care. So if you do the opposite, everybody else, oh, you like my name, here's my link. That's what everybody else does. What do you do as a professional instead of an amateur? You understand your client first, don't you? And then all you're going to do is guide them to the information that you don't have to present. They're going to see a solution that's more valuable than the money that's spent, and a profit's going to be made. That's the whole idea of business, folks. It's that simple. It's so simple that it's missed by most. So you got to recognize that people follow solutions, not the next greatest story. Okay? And the number 4 thing that we're going to talk about is the profile, right? There's 5 parts to the perfect profile as the ideal prospect for your home business. So what are you doing? You're studying the market that you want to deliver solutions to. You have social networks that allow you to look at what people are saying about the lives that they're living today. You look at what they're posting. You look at what they've said in their profile. And you're looking for 5 key elements. All 5 of them have to be there for them to be the ideal perfect prospect. And what are those 5 key elements in that perfect profile? 1, they have to have a positive attitude. Nobody follows a sourpuss. Number 2, there has to be a form of desire with enthusiasm for improvement daily, somewhere in their communications and postings, okay? And number 3, you have to see where they're stating somewhere in the information they're sharing, either in their postings or in their profile, that they admire personal growth. They're not afraid to read books and learn new things. They're not afraid to do research on things that matter to be more effective at what's practiced. Okay? So when you see those kind of signals, it lets you know you got a person that's just about there. What do you got to look for next? Heart. The spirit of their heart. Where is it at? And when the spirit of their heart is that they put their all into whatever it is that they do, you know you've got a winner. All you got to do is know how to relate to them on what matters the most to them, which comes to step number 5. What you're looking for in their information. Most importantly, have they been sold a kit? Or have they been led to a path around the time that they can commit to create their own success with no excuses? You see, most people have been sold a kit. They've never been shown a path to what their heart's desire is. So when you can say, well, what if I could show you how to turn 1 hour anywhere from $20 to $100? And you could practice that hour of profit first and teach that to 5 other people. And as 5 of you commit to 1 hour a day with no excuses, bringing solutions to the problems that people are facing, and they do this properly, do you realize that's just leveraged efforts? That's not a Ponzi scheme. That's not a pyramid scheme. That's good business, leveraged efforts. And when that can be duplicated with that kind of simplicity, the key is to understand how to serve over sell. Give them value, right? So the more that you study, the more you understand. Now, what happens most of the time? 90% of your competition does what? Oh, you got to see the company because of this guru, and we get in for free or at a low cost, and then you go to the real meeting. And that's when the big guy comes out and tells you, for those that are serious, you need to upgrade to Grand Poobah, and then we'll give you all of the earning pie, and here comes the money. You know, and millions of dollars are made, even though I make fun of it that way. But the bottom line is, take a look at what that does to the heart of the person trying to earn. When they go into a process blind and try to serve people by spamming people, or they bring somebody through a process where they know that in their heart of hearts they feel like there's a catch to, you're creating a trigger in the subconscious mind that only has one result in the end, and that's negative. So when you understand that a person's excited to solve a problem that they're facing and all you're doing is pointing the way to that solution, you have a clear conscience. You understand that what you're marketing has the ability to serve their needs, save them money, and the value is greater than the money that's spent. So there's no shame in that. So when you look at those 5 traits, most people are sold a kit. What happens next? Did the coach even ask them that sold them the kit? What is it that drives you? What do you know about that person that bought that kit? And if I asked you, what do you know about your prospect? How long they've been doing what they do? Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask them that. Oh, okay. So how many kids do they got there? Why do I need to know that information? I needed to know what their need was. Okay. And you're expecting them to trust you to add income to their family budget. Well, I don't need to know that. All I need to know is here's the link, click on it. Now that you're part of the team, let's get serious. Let's invest. Okay. If somebody's investing into something that they don't believe, and in the back of their mind, they're hoping that this thing works, but none of them ever do, the strongest emotional tie to the human thought process becomes the reality. So you're creating an environment that's going to fail more than succeed. It's time to change that. Let's lead with the truth. You know, Jesus Christ said, difficult is the way that leads to life, and there are few who find it. So instead of trying to convince people how it's something for nothing, how it's easy street, let's recognize that a plant has to grow through the dirt, endure the storms of life, mature to a tree, and then it produces fruit. Okay, so your business is going to be just like that. There is no magic purchase point where you can walk into this land of just all profits, all peaches and cream. No, it's all about serving the needs of the masses, making a profit with the actions that you take, and delivering more value than what you've charged for. It's integrity. It's simple. So when you look at that, you see those profile parts, okay? Attitude, desire, growth, heart. And have they been sold a kit or led to a path based on what they can accomplish? So if I can show you how 1 hour a day, just committed to 5 days a week, 5 hours on your part can be leveraged into 30 hours of profits through your business organization, that would save you time in your life and add more money to the budget, wouldn't it? Isn't that what you deserve? Would A or B time be good to see that solution? You see what I'm saying? You serve people based on what they want, not what you want to sell them. It helps you a lot when that's what you practice. So you look at those profiles, the attitude, the desire, the growth, the heart. Have they been sold a kit? Or, okay, I understand you're going to be able to commit 1 hour a day. Here's what that would look like if we did that over the next 5 days and we failed 4 out of 5 times and succeeded once. That's a realistic path now, isn't it? Now, if you see that it leads to that profit and it was in that simplistic time period and 5 other people did those exact same habits, nobody has to go through a learning curve for 3 to 6 months, do they? Everything can duplicate. You got 30 hours of proven profits gone through that organization. It's not rocket science, folks. It's an exact science. But you have to be willing to serve people more than just cram a link in front of them and hope you're going to make money. When you're posting in social groups, you're putting your hand up going, hey, I want to make money off you. If you're posting your link. But if you're posting a solution in that group to the problem that those people are facing, the majority of them in that group, they can comment on that and they become a lead. Hey, how's life treating you? I see you're an entrepreneur like me. How's business? How long you been doing what you're doing? What do you like about it the most? What do you hate about it the most? If you could see a way to improve that multiply your profits. It won't interfere with what you're doing now. Isn't that a path that would be beneficial to you? You see, it's learning how to serve them based on what they want. And the more you take a professional approach to practicing that 1 to 5 times a day, you can create a lot. Look at that, 30 actions, 30 hours of a potential $20 to $100 earned in your organization with what we do at Project Healthy Wealth. So realize the power behind the truth, and don't be afraid to be the oddball that says, hey, it's not easy. It's a process that works and it profits. I rather enjoy it. Would you like to see? You'd be shocked what happens when you lead straight from the hip with the truth, folks. It really will improve the quality of your life and your business. So I hope you like what I've shared with you. You know, those social groups that you're posting in, it's better to look at the people that fit the profiles of those 5 perfect traits to the ideal prospect. Look at their profiles. When they have all those 5 characteristics, then let them know, hey, I'd like to get it. So I'm trying to send you a friend request. It's not working. Send me a friend request. We'll have some chats and laughs. And then when you start talking to them, you're not talking about your business, your opportunity. You're listening to them. You're listening to their experience. You're being genuine. And now that you've listened, you can isolate the problem, confirm that's really a problem, and then schedule a solution for it, and boom, you're able to connect with 10 people and secure 2 profit positions, just like clockwork, every single week. And anybody with a pulse, you can teach that to. So you just got to ask yourself, do you want to commit to working like a professional? Do you understand the key to earning the most is being able to serve the best? Serve the most. The more value you share with others, the more value will come to you in life. And the faster you understand that, the more you learn how to utilize those groups everybody's posting in, nobody's earning in, and just reach in there like you're reaching into a bowl of M&Ms, as my coach, Max Steinbach, would say, and pull out the perfect color of the perfect prospect that has all 5 of those characteristics. Now, folks, I hope you enjoyed what we shared with you. I would encourage you to go to our website, solutionswillprofit.com. You'll get an email list. You'll be on my list, and you'll get 21 emails from me with a different lesson, 1 for each day. A homework assignment that would take you less than an hour to accomplish if you put your heart into it. And what you'll find is at the end of 21 days, you've developed 21 habits that are profitable to your business by practicing actions to profits rather than follow the story of the next $1 billion big one. And if you just hang in there and never quit, you're going to make it. Now, I'm sure that makes more sense to you. And that's the kind of path you deserve to be on. That's why I share this kind of information. It's our honor to serve people and help them where it counts. There's too many of you out there with babies that are dying from, not dying literally, but I mean, there's too much poverty out there. Too many people out there looking at their babies, wanting to feed them more than what they're feeding them, but they just can't afford it. You know, when Christmas time comes, the toys aren't what you're looking at. You're still trying to put food on the table. Now, when you can practice actions to profits that can solve that problem with integrity, understanding how to leverage efforts, that's just good business. It's been proven for over 20 years, and there's no reason why you can't be part of it. And all of this through our brand, Project Healthy Wealth, has been brought to you by our ministry outreach. We started in 2011 called the Servants Team. Look at our website, theservantsteam.org, and you'll see what our true motive is to share value with the world, because we understand how to share love. And when you realize how to share love and multiply it with others, you don't have to worry about your security. You really don't. It's just a process. But you have to be willing to go through it. Just like a seed that's planted in the dirt, it goes through a process of growing through the storms of the world. No matter what, all seeds got to endure it. And then they got to mature. And then they turn into a tree that produces fruit. So if I advertise to you easy street, all I'm doing is lying to you. A lie won't set you free. The truth will. So I hope you enjoyed the truth that I shared with you today. And I encourage you, get on our email list, solutionswillprofit.com. You get a few emails, don't like it. There's an option in the bottom of every email to unsubscribe from the list. It's painful. It's pain-free, man. So it's time for you to earn. It's time to see how the truth will set you free. And I encourage you with everything I got. Take action today. Believe in yourself. God made you. He don't make junk. And when you lead with love, love never fails. Come join us. It's time for you to choose success.